Okay, everybody, we're back with Isabella today. On my last video, I kind of screwed up. I said she was a 65. She's actually a 66. My mistake. Hey, I'm human just like the rest of you. So I opened up the master cylinder for the brakes that you can find, that you see right there. Yeah, that's for all you younger guys, that's what we had back in the day. Just a single line coming out of it, and then it branched off to, everywhere else on the car. We'll get into more of that. So I don't know the last time that lid was off, but it took a giant pair of channel locks in order to get it off and open it up to find out that master cylinder was bone dry. So I put some brake fluid in it, and I'm going to pump the brakes up a little bit here. Let's get over to the door. Here's the interior, and oh my God, man, that I'm getting in here. I'll tell you what we'll do. Oh boy, what'd my kid do with the keys? Okay, the keys are in the trunk lid, so I can't give her a start for you right now. So I'm gonna pump the brakes up some with some fluid in them, and then we'll look around under the car and see just how many leaks there are from the brakes. I would really be amazed if there's none. Wow, this thing's like actually building pressure. I'm blown away by that. Wouldn't it be cool if I could get away with just bleeding the brakes, but I can never get that lucky. I'm like a lot of you other guys. I go to take a breeder screw loose and I end up breaking it and replacing the caliper or the wheel cylinder or, whatever it happens to be on. And this old girl happens to have 4-wheel drum brakes. Which, there again, for you young guys, this was a base model car, So let me find my flashlight here. And we'll take a little bit of a look, see how many puddles of brake fluid we see on the ground. I am totally amazed here. There doesn't seem to be any puddles of brake fluid. I'm blown away. It's not just running down everywhere. So I'm thinking what we'll try to do here later on is we'll try to bleed the brakes. It probably won't be today. I don't have one of them fancy brake bleeders. Let's get this master cylinder lid off real quick. And there's still more than half of the brake fluid that I put in, which is pretty wild. I expected this thing to leak like I put the brake fluid into a colander. We'll top her off for now with some brake fluid, see what's going on. I did some more digging around and evaluating, and I found out that whoever redid this car before must have owned a fiberglass plant, because I have never seen more fiberglass mat in anything except for a Corvette. I pulled a chunk here off the floor And you can see real good that this is fiberglass mat and Bondo. Yeah, they had this on the bottom side of the floor plan. Right now I can't get under there. I have some trouble with my knees, and once I get down I might not get back up. You can see here the original color of this car, which isn't actually too bad. I bet it was a real pretty car when it was new. And you can see the red overspray. I think that the vinyl top was added later on, like probably when the car was painted red, because I found a bunch of Bondo in the roof when I originally took the top off. Give you an idea what it all looks like. So I'm looking into purchasing a roof skin, and what I'd like to try to do is find an online retailer. There's a nice hole there, but what I want to do is find an online retailer that specializes in Mustang parts, obviously, especially the sheet metal. And what I would like to do is maybe try to get them to work with me in exchange for maybe helping me out with some parts. Not necessarily free, but maybe discount them a little bit for, you know, being featured on the channel here. So, yeah, there's a giant teddy bear back there. I forgot to take him out before. There's the interior, pretty bare bones. I got the dash out because I had to replace the ignition switch, which was not a bad job. The low back bucket seats, black carpet. Like I was telling you guys, she's a 3-speed on the floor. Actually kind of cool to drive. I drove this around the yard a little bit the other day with no brakes. And it was actually a little bit of fun. You know, I took her from first to second and went from there. But to do this roof skin, it's going to be a big job. Naturally, I'll have to take out the front and rear glass, all the trim, and all of the headliner, because first and foremost, we don't want to catch the car on fire. So, hey, stick with me. I've never replaced a roof skin on one of these before. So stick with me. Hey, I welcome comments. Please like and subscribe, and we'll learn about this together. I'll catch you all later. Bye now.